You might think borrowing something is debt. But I want you to think further than that from today. Okay. To me, how I look at debt is the difference between capacity, influence, skill, faith, and risk. It's these 5 things are involved. Let me explain. Can I explain?
Yes,
yeah?
Yes, sir.
So maybe VP, can you write those 4 words on the board? This is a master class. Those who are watching on TV, you are getting a master class.
That's right.
Okay.
Thank you, Dad.
Yeah. Maybe in a circle, we'll write these words. Debt in the middle. Debt is in the middle. Yeah. So around debt, we will write on top capacity. Capacity. Let's draw an arrow. Yeah. Influence. Then we go skill. Yeah. Faith and risk. Faith and risk. Thank you. And could you circle debt in red? In red. And so to me, Sia, I think borrowing alone does not get people into debt. Okay. With my experience and knowledge, this cycle, mismanaging this cycle, mismanaging it, is what I think gets people into debt. For example, if you don't understand your capacity, now Sia spoke about how you need to produce, okay? Now if you know that this is your capacity, you have to understand your capacity, your psychological capacity, your time in terms of capacity, your capacity as a person, as a whole. Because you can't produce beyond your capacity. You get into debt when you produce beyond your capacity. You mismanage your capacity. And you haven't understood that you can have a capacity for something and not have the influence to match that capacity. To match that gap or to bridge the gap between your influence and your capacity, you can get into debt. We'll say you have the capacity to start a business. Okay? Just fresh off the cuff, we'll say ice cream. Okay? The capacity to start ice cream. However, if you don't have influence over a certain market, your capacity means nothing. Because now your lack of influence is going to get you into debt. So influence and capacity have to go together. Then the next thing that has to come into the equation is skill or ability. Ability. You can have the capacity but not have the skill. You can have the influence and not have the skill. So now you start the business with $1 million because you have capacity and influence, but you are lousy when it comes to competence. Your skill, you are useless at it. Now you're going to get into debt. Because to bridge the gap between capacity, influence, and skill, you need to put money. Money is not the issue. You cannot solve money problems with money. If there's a lesson you learn, add that to your syllabus. You don't solve money problems with money. Because the money problem wasn't created by money. It's a lie. If you're trying to solve a money problem with money, because the money problem didn't come because of money. It came because of a different issue. And if you're not listening now, you're going to have a money problem. I can see some of you not listening. But it's okay. It's up to you. This is why in my schools, I don't give it for free. Because right now, you're getting all of this information for free. That's why you are very casual. Then see, the gap between capacity, influence, skill, and then comes faith. Do you know faith can get you into debt? Because the only thing you have is faith. You have no capacity, you have no influence, you have no skill. All you have is faith. By faith, I'm going to start a business. You are a foolish person. You are a foolish person. So the gap between faith, capacity, influence, and skill is what gets you into debt. Then there's one more. Risk. Risk. Not being able to measure risk. Not everyone can do it. Not being able to discern risk. You can have capacity, you can have influence, you can have skill, you can have faith, but if you don't measure risk, you're getting into debt. So give me a word for this. The harmony between capacity, influence, skill, faith, and risk is what protects you from debt.
Thank you. That is powerful.
Prophet Jerome. More than just words.